test. This is Bill Jenkins. Test, test, in line.
Yeah, copy that. I heard you. Did you mute him?
Phone. Oh, absolutely. We need contractors, man. We got $3 million worth of work, $4 million to get out on the street. We need contractors. We need contract, but they got to be legit, sir. They got to have all their paperwork. They got to have the general contractor's license, and they got to have insurance, and they can't owe no taxes. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Joe. Hi.
Hey, well, how are you? Just checking, making sure everything's coming in loud and clear.
Yep, loud and clear.
Oh, that's my man Joe Fusco. He looking sharp today too.
Whose voice do I hear there? Hi, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Johnson.
Good afternoon, Joe. How are you?
How are you? Good, good, thank you.
Mr. Johnson,
James, how are you?
Executive Director, how are you?
good, good. Hey, Daryl.
Hello, how are you today, sir?
All right. Are you in for Leslie?
I'm always in.
Well, then
How are
I've
you?
got,
Everything good?
yep, if you are, I've got to make a couple quick adjustments for the votes.
How many votes we have so far?
No, I'm just saying, no, we have like 16 agenda items.
Oh, whoa, long day.
Not all day. Daryl. Daryl is in for Leslie. Okay. Let me make a couple quick. Steve, how you doing?
Hey. I'm good, James. How you doing?
Good. Sandy, how are you?
I'm doing well.
What? They're getting on now.
Good afternoon, Kim.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, James.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Daryl. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
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 Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's 2:00. James, do we have enough people to start?
I believe we do. County, I think we have a quorum.
Okay, you want to start?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the September 13th, 2023 Urban Enterprise Zone Authority Board Meeting. This meeting will be recorded. Please be advised that when the chair opens the public comment portion of the meeting, members of the public will be able to speak and provide comment. You must slowly provide your first and last name and any organization with you are affiliated with. I would like now to turn the meeting over to Chair Kimberly Holmes to call the meeting to order.
Thank you, James. Good afternoon, everyone. In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, notice of this meeting has been sent to the Bergen Record and to the Trentonian at least 48 hours prior to this meeting, and a meeting notice has been posted on the Secretary of State's bulletin board at the Department of State. James, could you please conduct a roll call?
Roll call will be done by calling out each department. When you hear the department you represent, please slowly and clearly say your first and last name. Department of Community Affairs.
Kimberly Holmes.
Department of Labor.
Keith White.
Department of Treasury.
Aaron Binder.
New Jersey Economic Development Authority. Going on, New Jersey Redevelopment Authority.
I believe
Darryl,
Darryl
you're
is on.
He's on mute. Okay. He's present. Public members. Carmen Mendiola.
Present. Good afternoon.
William Johnson.
Present.
Douglas Schneider.
Present. Thank you, Chairman.
Madam Chair, you have a
Can you hear me
quorum.
now?
Yes.
Thank
you
you
hear me
so
now?
much. Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Before you are the minutes from the August 9th, 2023 UEZA board meeting. Minutes for review and approval. I kindly request the board members to state their name for the record when making the motion or a second. Do I have a motion for the August 9th UEZA board meeting minutes and a second?
Motion, Darryl Godfrey.
Second,
you,
Carmen
Darryl.
Mendy. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Carmen. So it's
Thank
been
you.
properly moved in second. James, can we have a roll call vote?
Yes. Kim Holmes.
Yes?
Aaron Binder.
Yes.
Darryl Godfrey.
Yes.
Steve White.
Yes.
Ty Cooper. Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The minutes are approved.
Thank you. Moving forward with the agenda, we have the executive director's report to the board and 14 items that fall under new business. Executive Director Slaughter, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Urban Enterprise Zone Authority has been engaged in working with our coordinators through establishing training sessions. We had 2 training sessions in September to provide information on UEZ requirements and program standards for certification, finance, and compliance. This was the first of our training sessions. We'll have another training session next year that will provide background and go through the process so that they'll meet their 8-hour requirement by statute. In addition, we've had an orientation session for our new board members, and it was a very good and productive session. And we had a chance to interact the staff with the new board members. And we also really provided a kind of a detailed illustration of UEZ operations. We have begun the process of developing a 5-year plan guideline. It'll shape UEZ communities in the preparation of their applications and putting together in terms of the 5-year plan itself. This guideline is a template that is consistent with legislation and will be presented to the board next month at the October 11th board meeting. The executive director is going to be, I will be making a presentation at the Urban Enterprise Zone UEZ Mayor's Conference at the League of Municipalities, and we'll have more information to follow. And in this snapshot is our activities that we've had during September and October. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much, James.
We will now review our project proposals for consideration by the Board of Commissioners. To have adequate consideration for each resolution, a UEZ roll call is enacted. Please state your name to confirm your attendance. If there is no representation, your application/request will be tabled until the next meeting. Asbury Park. Okay. Camden.
Joe Thomas here.
Yes. Oh, wait, I was muted.
Yes, okay, Julie.
So should I start now?
No, we know that you're present.
What?
Jersey City.
I gotta start wearing them. Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Could someone please mute their phone because we're hearing a lot of echo in the background? Okay, James.
Jersey City.
Laura Barron for City.
Perth Amboy.
Present, no other comment.
Vineland and Millvale.
Heather Santoro from Millville Sierra.
Sandy Forsiski, City of Vineland.
Wildwood Crest, North Wildwood, and West Wildwood.
Steve Boyd for the Wildwoods.
Madam Chair, all the representatives for UEZ coordinators are present.
Okay, thank you. So James, you muted yourself, right?
No.
Someone is controlling this and they
have just muted you and me.
So whoever is doing that, please stop right now so that we can move forward with the meeting. Thank you so much. Approval. We have 14 action items on our agenda, and our first action item is the approval of the Asbury Park UEZ Workforce Development Program in the amount of $105,321. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Hearing none, do we have Julianne Murray for Asbury Park? You want to walk us through it, Julie, after you unmute yourself? Thank you. Okay, floor is yours.
Thank you. Yes, we have been putting together a workforce development program here in Asbury Park, which we're really happy about, and so is the Urban Enterprise Zone community here. We have a wonderful Boys and Girls Club locally, and they have a program called Project Lead where they help older teenagers at the end of their membership in the club to become workforce ready by teaching them soft skills, how to write a resume, how to respond to an email, and then, you know, just how to make eye contact and how to present yourself, a personal interaction. And when these residents have finished the program, we, the city, with the gracious funding of the UEZ program, can sponsor these students or interns to work in UEZ registered businesses in the field that they are interested in. So most of these kids are not interested in going to college. And for instance, just today I was out, one of them is interested in becoming a barber, and the other one is interested in cosmetology, ones that have finished the program. So I went and I've been meaning to get over to this barber anyway and sign him up, which I did today. And I tried, you know, it's, well, that's another story, but I'm in the process of getting him signed up. And then if this is approved by the gracious board here, then I will be able to hook him up with this barber, and he will let him go side by side with him. Similarly, there is a woman, a young lady who finished the program who wants to be a beautician, and I already had a beauty salon signed up or registered in the program. And so I just went over to her and said, you know, should this work out, would you be interested in taking this woman on? And of course, you need a license to practice cosmetology in New Jersey, but that's not what they'll be doing. Of course, they'll just be training and alongside and shadowing and not conducting anything that requires a license. And then the third candidate wants to be an entrepreneur. Now, I have lots of UEZ businesses that I have signed up here in Asbury Park that were opened and created by entrepreneurs themselves. So I don't think I'll have any problem finding a business to place her in. And we, the city, with, again, the gracious UEZ funds, will be reimbursing the employer for 3 months worth of the salary at minimum wage for a maximum of 15 hours a week for a maximum of 3 months. And then as an incentive to have these people at the end of their internship hired and offered a job, we tell the employer that we will cover the payroll taxes for the employee should they hire them at the end of the program, at the end of the 3 months. And so that's the metric that I developed with the assistance of the wonderful Joe Fusco to measure how successful we're being at this project. And I think it's a wonderful, and I hope if any other municipalities want to talk to me about this and how it's working, I'd be happy to share our experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Julianne. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Asbury Park in a second?
Motion, Carmen Mendiola.
Thank you, Carmen. May I have a second?
Second, Doug Schneider.
It's been properly moved and second. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Carmen. Do we have any questions? Hearing none, James, I ask that you please conduct the roll call vote.
Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Daryl Godfrey. Daryl, you're muted again. Oh, he's gonna, I'm sort of signal him, he's a yes. Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper, Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Doug Schneider,
Yes.
and William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. Next on our agenda is approval of Camden UEZ administrative budget for fiscal year 24, beginning 7/1/23 to 6/30/24, in the amount of $329,572. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Do we have Joe Thomas here?
Yes, we do.
Joe, you want to walk us through it?
Yes, Madam Chair, Executive Director, members of the board, once again, this greeting from the city of Camden. We are honored to be able to be in a position to humbly come before you and ask for assistance in job creation and economic growth within our city. This administrative budget will allow us to maintain the projects and move our projects forward on a pace that is deemed for success. It will also allow us to put some things in place to monitor the projects that we already have in place and give us the personnel and the staff to be able to achieve the goals that we have set out for the UEZ and job creation. If I'm allowed, this budget would also allow me to create jobs and bring on 2 more people and allow me the things that I need to be effective and efficient in the process of trying to create jobs in the city of Camden. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion and a second for the approval of this program proposal for Camden?
Keith White, motion.
Thank you, Keith. May I have a second?
Second, Aaron Binder.
Thank you, Aaron. It's been properly moved and second. It's open for questions. Do we have any questions or comments? Hearing none, James, could you please conduct a roll call vote?
Okay. Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Daryl Godfrey, Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper, Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you so much. The following 4 projects are from Jersey City. The first is for the approval of Jersey City UEZ marketing in the amount of $1,650,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions?
Madam Chair, I'm going to recuse myself from number 7, 8, 9, and 10 with Jersey City.
Thank you so much. Do we have a representative from Jersey City here?
Yes, Florence Barron.
Thank you, Florence. You want to walk us through it?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair and Executive Director Slaughter for allowing us to present our projects today. This project is going to be to promote and market the Jersey City UEZ. We will be marketing UEZ related projects, as well as Jersey City UEZ shopping, real estate, arts and culture, and tourism activities and initiatives that will create and increase economic opportunities and job creation. We will be working with an experienced marketing firm that will work with us, the Chamber of Commerce, our special improvement districts, and local associations. And we are encouraging 2 pillars: relocation to Jersey City UEZ and retention and growth in the Jersey City UEZ. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Florence. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Jersey City and a second?
Motion, Aaron Binder.
Thank you, Aaron. May I have a second?
Second, Keith White.
Thank you, Keith. It's been properly moved and second. It's open for questions or comments. Do we have any? Hearing none, I ask James to conduct a roll call vote.
Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Daryl Godfrey,
Daryl, we can't see you.
can't see you.
Could you turn your camera on?
Oh, he lit.
Okay, now we can see you. Can you vote?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry, I had some technical issues. They're fixed now. Thank you, sorry.
So we're in the middle of conducting a roll call vote. So James just called your name.
Oh, yes, Daryl Godfrey. I'm sorry, James.
That's a yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes, and after the vote, a question, I voted yes in the affirmative for the last 2, but I'm not sure if it was recorded. Just want to make sure that my votes for the last 2 ones were also recorded in the affirmative. Thank you.
okay. Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. And could you please go back and record that Ms. Cooper voted yes for the last 2? The second project proposal from Jersey City is for the approval of the Jersey City UEZ Micro Business Real Estate Commercial Lease Grant in the amount of $800,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals other than the one we heard from Carmen Mendiola? Are there any others? Florence, you want to walk us through it?
Sure. This project is to offer a financial incentive to increase job generation and visibility for our UEZ businesses. This is a pilot program. Only Jersey City UEZ businesses will be eligible. They must have a current or new commercial lease. They must be registered in New Jersey for at least 6 months, have at least one owner or an employee, not including the owner. And we will verify this through an extensive application process. And
Thank
we
you,
project
Florence.
jobs
Oh,
created- sorry. We do project job creation of 15 to 20 jobs from this project.
Are you done, Florence?
Yes, I'm done. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Jersey City and a second?
Motion, Darrell Godfrey.
Thank you, Darrell. May I have a second?
Second, Keith White.
Thank you, Keith. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any comments or questions? Hearing none, Darrell, could you please, Keith, James, could you please conduct a roll call vote?
Yes. Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Darrell Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper.
Yes, making sure you heard me.
Yes, we did. Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. The third project proposal from Jersey City is for the approval of the Jersey City UEZ Small Business Incubator and Development Services in the amount of $751,116. Before we begin, are there any other recusals besides Carmen Mendiola? Florence, you want to walk us through the project?
Sure. This project is to provide more affordable options for Jersey City's UEZ small business owners and entrepreneurs other than the typical co-working model. We propose to create a small business co-working and shared office space on Martin Luther King Drive. Martin Luther King Drive is in an inner city UEZ commercial corridor. In order to become 100% occupied, we will do extensive outreach to all of Jersey City UEZ as well. This will be open to all 37 UEZ municipalities will be eligible to participate as members of this incubator. We anticipate this project will become self-sufficient based upon a tiered monthly membership structure. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Jersey City and a second?
Motion, Aaron Binder.
Thank you, Aaron. May I have a second?
Second, Keith White.
Thank you, Keith. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion or comments. Do we have any? Hearing none, James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Darrell Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, James. The fourth project proposal from Jersey City is for the approval of the Jersey City UEZ Special Improvement District's service support in the amount of $1,050,000. Before we begin, are there any other recusals besides Carmen Mendiola? Florence, you want to walk us through it?
Yes, thank you very much. We have 7 special improvement districts in Jersey City. Each SID board and management team provides various activities to support UEZ businesses and their surrounding neighborhoods, respective of that district's culture and community. We propose program support for each SID for the following eligible services: marketing, branding, street maintenance, and staffing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion for the approval of this project for Jersey City and a second?
Motion
Motion
Doug
for
Schneider.
approval.
Okay, I heard Doug Schneider make the motion, and I believe I heard Darrell make the second. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. It's been properly moved to second. It's open for discussion or comments. Do we have any? Hearing none, James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Darrell Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you, Florence, and we wish you and Jersey City much success.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Following are 4 projects from Perth Amboy. The first is for the approval of the Perth Amboy UEZ trolley service in the amount of $300,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Ms. Cologne, you want to walk us through it?
Sure, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. My camera for some reason isn't working, so I apologize for that, but I will proceed with the project presentation. So good afternoon, everyone. Chairperson Holmes, Executive Director Slaughter, and the entire admin team. Our first project is for trolley services in the city of Perth Amboy. And this particular project is proposed to help share the story and take residents and visitors through a journey of our museums, our local business districts, and city landmarks to stimulate the local tourism and economic development. The cost included with the $300,000 ask for 3 years will cover expenses that are inclusive of the trolley itself, signage and the UEZ decal, annual insurance, general maintenance, storage fuel, and seasonal staff as drivers for the trolley. We're looking to hold our trolley services throughout the year from the months of May through September, throughout Thursday through Sunday during the week, and in the hours between the hours of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We have a total of about 9 historic locations within the city of Perth Amboy that it's visiting. And then among those stops are about 15 to 20 locations inclusive of our business districts.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
May I have a motion for the approval of this request proposal for Perth Amboy in a second?
Motion, Carmen Mendiola.
Thank you, Carmen. May I have a second?
Second Keith White.
Thank you, Keith. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Darrell Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes. Sorry.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. The second is for the approval of the Perth Amboy UEZ microloan program in the amount of $500,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Hearing none, Ms. Cologne, you want to walk us through it?
Yes, thank you. So this is actually the first microloan program that we'll have within the city in the past 15 years. So we're really excited about launching this one. And this is also the first one that'll have a forgivable component to it. It's actually modeled after NJEDA's microloan program that also has that same forgivable component. So we would provide up to $50,000 for eligible applicants, and they have to be within the UEZ and also participating members. We're looking to have them use this funding for facade improvements, retention of employees, offering competitive wages, maintaining and expanding inventory, and also to promote and market their businesses. We're looking to offer this at a 2% rate with no interest and no payments for the first year.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion for the approval of this request proposal for Perth Amboy in a second?
Motion Keith White.
Thank you, Keith. May I have a second?
Second Doug Schneider.
Thank you, Doug. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Darrell Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you, James. The third is for the approval of the Perth Amboy UEZ litter containers project in the amount of $60,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Hearing none, Ms. Cologne, you want to walk us through it?
Yes, thank you, Chairperson. So this litter container project is actually going to be replacing containers within our business districts. So we're looking to enable best practices in the area of health and wellness and environmental sustainability for cleanliness in our downtown area. We're looking to purchase 128 60-gallon receptacles with dome tops for automated collection. The litter containers will be replacing damaged containers and adding new containers and new locations for greater litter collection.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion for the approval of this request proposal for Perth Amboy in a second?
Motion, Keith White.
Thank you, Keith. May I have a second?
Second,
Darryl
Doug
Godfrey.
Schneider.
Thank you, Doug. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Madam Chair, I have a question. This is Carmen Mendiola. So when you to the speaker, when you talk about, is it containers, you mean garbage cans, garbage recycles? I'm having a hard time hearing.
Yes, this is Noelia. It is litter containers are both inclusive of recycling and trash containers.
Okay, and I'm assuming that you would have a vendor that you would purchase these items from?
Yes, we actually submitted our quote along with our application.
And as a curiosity, are these vendors local vendors from or within the state of New Jersey?
They are within the state of New Jersey and they are state contracted.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Do we have any more questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Tim Holmes,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Darryl Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you, James. The fourth is for the approval to the Perth Amboy UEZ PD security cameras in the amount of $450,826. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Ms. Cologne, you want to walk us through it?
Sure. So our security camera program was created to improve quality of life, public safety, business engagement, and increased response times to security matters within the UEZ corridors. The UEZ in Perth Amboy consists of a variety of business districts located on Smith Street, State Street, Hall Avenue, New Brunswick Avenue, Fight Street, and Amboy. And there's about 10 collective miles of commercial space within those areas, also parks and residential properties, in addition to schools. So the cameras would be concentrated within those areas, and the project would cover the cameras themselves, software installation, warranty.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion for the approval of this request proposal for Perth Amboy in a second?
I'll motion it, Madam Chair. Carmen Mendiola.
Thank you, Carmen. May I have a second?
Second,
Second,
Darryl
Keith.
Godfrey.
Thank you, Darryl. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Tim Holmes,
Yes.
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Darryl Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Schneider,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you, Ms. Cologne. We wish you and Perth Amboy much success.
Thank you very much.
Next
You
up,
and your-
you're welcome. Next up is the approval to authorize Vineland Millville a request for proposal for preparing a 5-year plan. Before we begin, are there any abstentions or recusals? Hearing none, Sandra, you want to walk us through it?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chairman. Vineland and Millville is a joint UEZ zone, and as such, we have an enterprise zone development corp for the joint zones. So we are requesting to put out an RFP for the 5-year plan for both Vineland and Millville. The plan will have separate projects and goals for each city, but the UEZ district is a combined UEZ. And we're requesting up to 125 to spend on the consultant.
Okay. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Vineland Millville in a second?
Motion, Keith White.
Thank you, Keith. May I have a second?
I'll second it, Carmen Mendiola.
Thank you, Carmen. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. James, you want to conduct the roll call vote?
Okay. Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Daryl Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Snyder,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. Next up is the approval for Vineland Millville to authorize acceptance of a request for proposal for undertaking the 5-year plan in the amount not to exceed $125,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Sandra, you want to walk us through this one?
Yeah, we're just asking for the approval now that we expect it to come in less than 125, but we are asking for the approval to award the contract, and then we will submit the actual cost once the proposals are in.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal for Vineland Millville in a second?
Motion, Daryl Godfrey.
Thank you, Daryl. May I have a second?
Keith White, second.
Thank you, Keith. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Yes. Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Daryl Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Snyder,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. Sandra, we wish you and Vineland Millville much success.
Thank you.
Next up is the approval to authorize Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, North Wildwood, and West Wildwood, a request for proposal for preparing a 5-year plan. Somebody has to mute themselves. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Okay, Steve, you want to walk us through it?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. The Wildwoods are in the exact same situation as Vineland is. We are a joint UEZ with an enterprise zone development corporation, consisting of Wildwood, North Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, and West Wildwood. We're requesting approval to issue an RFP to retain a consultant for work on the 5-year plan.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal and a second?
Motion, Keith White.
Thank you, Keith. May I have a second?
Second, Doug Schneider.
Thank you, Doug. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none, James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Daryl Godfrey, Daryl, I see you're mute. Okay, yes. Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Oh, here.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm back.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Snyder,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
You're muted, Cam.
You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
And there is still the echo. I don't know what's going on. This is the last item, so excuse the echo. So next up is the approval for Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, North Wildwood, and West Wildwood to authorize acceptance of a request for proposal for undertaking the 5-year plan in the amount not to exceed $125,000. Before we begin, are there any recusals or abstentions? Hearing none, Steve, you want to walk us through it?
Absolutely. So this would be approval for the Wildwood UEZ to retain the consultant contract with them. It is again anticipated that the amount will not exceed the $125,000, and we'll be coordinating the actual amounts for the 4 municipalities with the UEZ office.
Thank you, Steve. May I have a motion for the approval of this program proposal and a second?
Approval, Darrell Godfrey.
Thank you, Darrell. May I have a second?
Carmen Mendiola.
Thank you, Carmen. It's been properly moved in second. It's open for discussion. Do we have any? Hearing none, James, please conduct the roll call vote.
Kim Holmes.
Yes?
Aaron Binder.
Yes.
Darrell Godfrey.
Yes.
Keith White.
Yes.
Kai Cooper.
Yes, must repeat that type. Yes.
Carmen Mendiola.
Yes.
Douglas Schneider.
Yes.
And William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you, James. Steve, we wish you, Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, North Wildwood, and West Wildwood much success.
Thank you.
We have old business. So this concludes the action items. So moving forward with old business, are there any items to discuss? We look forward to receiving public comments at this time. Do we have any? Before we conclude, I just want to thank you all for being on this meeting on today.
I have a public comment.
Okay, who's
I
that?
have a public comment. Verone
Okay, who
Jenkins
is
Jr. Verone
Okay.
Jenkins Jr. Can I
Yes,
speak?
Mr. Junior.
My name is Verone Jenkins Jr. I represent Jenkins Tree Farm as the owner, located in Columbus, New Jersey, zip code 08022 in Burlington County. Also, I represent Adolph Farmer Construction. Office was located in Elizabeth, New Jersey, in Union County as a general contractor's license. Urban Enterprise Zone Authority, the Honorable Department of Community Affairs. First, I'd like to give respects to former Commissioner Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver and legislation created under her authority to fund urban projects. May she rest in peace. Again, my name is Verone Jenkins Jr., known as VJ, to my family and friends that I've always lived in the Garden State of New Jersey, born on June 10th, 1972 at St. Mary's Hospital, located in Orange, New Jersey. That's Essex County. My family background, my father, known as Ronnie, not my biological father, but my father in any case. The fiduciary trust and responsibility to Ronnie, who worked at Bristol Myers, can verify my testimony. Again, Ronnie lived on Camden Street in Newark prior to the Newark riots. Then my father, Ronnie, worked at Bristol Myers, office located at Metro Park, New Jersey train station, office complexes. At the same time, my mother, Rosie, worked at the shelter in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. At the time, my father worked at Bristol Myers. Again, my ownership of property. I own Jenkins Tree Farm, located in Columbus, New Jersey. I own a condominium located at Bienvenue Condominiums on Sunset Road in Burlington Township, Willingboro area. I also own a multifamily home located in East Orange, New Jersey, located on Hollywood Avenue in East Orange, and a general contractor's license that was entitled Adolph Farmer Construction, office located in Elizabeth, New Jersey. My mother, Rosie, Rosemary Jenkins, maiden name Farmer, was made the executor of the last will and testament of Adolph Farmer, her oldest brother, and his estate. Now, my comments to the Department of Community Affairs. Some facts that I'm aware of from childhood stories told in my home that I want to let you know. When my father, Ronnie, worked at Bristol Myers, there was a pool table taken from Bristol Myers and brought to our home that we lived at Plainfield, New Jersey at the time, 944 Kenyon Avenue in Plainfield, New Jersey. I was told stories that at Bristol Myers they gambled with the pool table, and at some point the pool table, the cover of the pool table ripped, and that's why my father came in possession of this pool table brought to our house in Plainfield, New Jersey. So some type of gambling at Bristol Myers at that time, office located in Metro Park, New Jersey. I've also heard of evidence of some type of sexual activity, perhaps in the offices of Bristol Myers and other adult activity that transferred to licenses in Atlantic City, New Jersey, the new Atlantic City, New Jersey gambling resort that was created after the time Bristol Myers was operating in Metro Park, New Jersey. Now, former President Donald Trump was made the property owner of the Atlantic City gaming resort and given licensure for gambling and other adult activity under the New Jersey State Authority and law enforcement of the Casino Control Commission, headed by James T. Plousis, who was the commissioner of the Casino Control Commission. I have a first question. Who is the construction officer for the Atlantic City, Atlantic County area, which is under the authority of the Department of Community Affairs? And where can I find the amount of money that is received or given to Atlantic City to maintain the renovation and maintenance of the Atlantic City Casino Resort? That this money is distributed from legislation created and managed and given out by the Department of Community Affairs and your Urban Enterprise Zone Authority. That is allotted to general contractors for the purpose of maintaining the casino resort. So I do want to know who the construction officer is, that I might contact them in my own interest. Now, I did work at the Sands Hotel and Casino located in Atlantic City on Kentucky Avenue from the years 1995 to 1996. I did have to pass a criminal background check and a drug test to work at the Sands Casino on the casino floor prior to employment. So I do know that there's a Casino Control Commission, which is law enforcement that oversees the New Jersey State Gambling District in Atlantic City. Now, recently I have visited Atlantic City and witnessed that a lot of the buildings are deteriorated and in need of rehabilitation there in Atlantic City. For instance, Trump Plaza was demolished. The Sands Hotel and Casino that I worked was demolished. The Showboat Hotel and Casino has been converted into an arcade for children and not operating as a casino. The Claridge Hotel and Casino, the casino floor has been removed. And I saw that the Radisson sign is now posted to the Claridge Hotel and Casino. It's not operating as a casino any longer. The Hilton AC Club has been closed for many years, and the building looks deteriorated.
Excuse me, sir,
Yes.
Mr. Jenkins.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been listening to you express what you believe to be legitimate concerns for the city of Atlantic City. I'm going to give you the BA's number. That's who you need to direct these comments and concerns to.
Who's that person?
I'm about
Yes,
to
I have
give you
one.
the information, okay? His name is Anthony Swan, S-W-A-N, Anthony Swan. He is the business administrator for the city of Atlantic City, and here's his number. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
609-347-5245. Again, 609-347-5245. So that is the
And who am I
appropriate
speaking to?
You're speaking to the acting commissioner, Kim Holmes. I'm giving you
Miss
the number.
Kim
of the
Holmes, thank you for that information, Miss Kim Holmes. Can I finish my testimony about Atlantic City?
No, because
I
hold
only
on,
have
sir. You're
5 more minutes.
You're talking over me. You're talking over me, and we're not going to have that. So let me just say to you, I've shown you the respect. The person to direct your concerns about Atlantic City is to the BA, and the BA's name is Anthony Swan. His phone number is 609-347-5245. I'm going to reach out to him to let him know that you will be contacting him directly. Do you have any concerns as it relates to UEZ? Because this is the UEZ meeting. So do you have any concerns about UEZ?
I want to know if the Urban Enterprise Zone Authority is putting money into Atlantic City. It's the place that I have interest into. There's a lot of deteriorated buildings. A lot of the casinos have been demolished. We need jobs in that area. I used to work there, and I'm disadvantaged in getting employment.
Okay,
Yes.
hold on 1 minute. You want to know, is Atlantic City a UEZ district? Is Atlantic City a UEZ district, Mr. Slaughter?
No.
No, it is not. So you heard, so that's the answer to that question. Do you have
How
any
can I have a question in response to that? How did Atlantic City get gaming after the first riots in Atlantic City that former President Donald Trump and other property owners rebuilt Atlantic City, that only the Claridge Hotel, I believe, was only casino still standing. If it wasn't at that time, I don't know what legislation applied as an urban enterprise zone. Atlantic City District was closed. There was a riot in Atlantic City, kind of like the riots in Newark, New Jersey, and there was development placed there. So what was that designation at that time? And as any new money coming in there to build and redevelop and put more casino hotels in Atlantic City to create more jobs for people in the area or who can commute down there and creating revenues for the state of New Jersey.
Sir, I'm going to stop you right there. Those are the questions that you need to ask the BA, not in the UEZ meeting. All right? So I gave you the BA's number. I'm going to reach out to him, Mr. Jenkins, and let him know that you will be contacting him, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Do we have any more comments from the public? Okay, I was just going to ask everyone if we can have a moment of silence, because I don't know how many people are aware, but the president of the Board of Public Utilities passed away last week, and his memorial service was today. A very dedicated person to the state of New Jersey, to the residents of the city of Livingston. So if it's okay with you, I'd just like to have a moment of silence before we adjourn our meeting. Thank you so much. If there are no additional comments, I would like to thank everyone for their participation. May I have a motion to adjourn this meeting and a second?
Motion, Darrell Godfrey.
Second,
Thank you,
Carmen
Darrell. May I have a
Mendiola.
second? Thank you, Carmen. It's been properly moved in second. James, could you please conduct the roll call vote?
Kim Holmes,
Yes?
Aaron Binder,
Yes.
Darrell Godfrey,
Yes.
Keith White,
Yes.
Ty Cooper,
Yes.
Carmen Mendiola,
Yes.
Douglas Snyder,
Yes.
William Johnson.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you so much. It's 2:53. This concludes our meeting. I'd like to thank everyone for their time, including members of the public. Take care, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Go back in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You're welcome, Mr. Jenkins. Bye-bye.